Welcome to Brainwaves, where we explore the most fascinating mysteries and intriguing discoveries from around the world. Today, we'll delve deep into the mysterious and awe-inspiring world of caves. From hidden underground caverns to treacherous sinkholes, caves have captivated our imaginations and inspired us for centuries. But some caves can be downright terrifying, filled with danger at every turn. Join us as we explore the world's scariest caves that will leave you on the edge of your seat. So buckle up and get ready for an unforgettable journey as we uncover the dark and mysterious secrets hidden deep below the Earth's surface. Cueva de los Tallos is a cave located in the Amazon rainforest of Ecuador. It was first discovered by a Hungarian explorer named Juan Moric in the 1960s while he was on an expedition to find lost cities. He claimed that the cave system was incredibly extensive and that it was full of incredible artifacts. It is said that Moric described the artifacts as being made of a metal that he had never encountered before. The name Tallos comes from the birds that inhabit the cave. The birds are known for their distinctive echoing chirps, which can be heard throughout the caves. Moric claimed that the sounds of the birds led him to discover the cave in the first place. He was said to have spent many years exploring the cave. The discovery of the cave was of great interest to the world, and soon, other explorers, including Stan Hall, were interested in the cave. In 1976, Hall embarked on an expedition to explore the cave with a team of British soldiers. Since the initial discovery of the cave, a number of researchers and explorers have explored the system to varying degrees. But despite this, there is still much that remains unknown about this mysterious cave. Cueva de los Tallos is known for the mysterious artifacts that have been discovered within it. The most famous of these artifacts are the so-called Tallos Gold Library. These artifacts were described by Moric as being made of a metal that he had never seen before. And he claimed that they contained an extensive library of advanced knowledge that could only have come from an unknown civilization. Other treasures found in the cave include metal spheres, pipes, and a small statue resembling an astronaut or a spacesuit. Some have even reported seeing hieroglyphs etched onto the cave walls. Many theories have been proposed to explain the origin of these mysterious artifacts. Some believe that they were left by an ancient civilization that had contact with extraterrestrial beings. Others speculate that they were simply part of a long-lost civilization that was destroyed by a natural disaster. Whatever the truth, the artifacts found within the Cueva de los Tallos continue to fascinate and intrigue people to this day. The true nature and origin of the artifacts found within the Cueva de los Tallos remains a topic of debate and controversy. One theory is that the artifacts were left behind by an ancient and highly advanced civilization. Supporters of this theory believe that the Tallos Gold Library proves that the civilization had advanced knowledge about science, technology, and medicine that is only recently being discovered by modern science. Another theory is that the artifacts were left behind by extraterrestrial beings who visited Earth in the distant past. Supporters of this theory point to the metal composition and advanced technology of the artifacts as evidence that they could not have been created by human beings at the time they were discovered. Despite the many fantastic claims made about the artifacts and the cave system, many researchers and academics remain skeptical. Some have suggested that the artifacts are simply modern hoaxes, created by those who wish to profit from the interest surrounding the cave. Devil's Well, a cave located in Missouri, USA, has earned a reputation as one of the most dangerous caves in the world. The cave got its ominous name from the eerie noise it produces when water drains through its many chambers. But there's more to the cave's deadly reputation than just its name. Over the years, many adventurous explorers and thrill-seekers have entered the 512-foot-long cave system and never returned. The underground labyrinth is so complex and disorienting that even experienced cavers can easily lose their way. Several have lost their lives trying to navigate through the pitch-black passages. What's even more chilling is that some people have mysteriously disappeared without a trace. The local community believes that the cave is cursed or haunted by the spirits of those who never made it out alive. Even to this day, many locals steer clear of the cave and warn visitors of its deadly reputation. Venturing into Devil's Well is not for the faint-hearted. The entrance to the cave is through a narrow opening in the ground, which requires visitors to crawl through a tight space in complete darkness. Once inside, the cave's main chamber boasts a 60-foot drop that leads to a series of passages and underground streams. The cave system is notoriously difficult to navigate, and visitors must be skilled in spelunking and equipped with the proper gear to make the journey safely. The passages are littered with loose rocks and jagged formations, which can be treacherous to navigate in the dimly lit environment. Even experienced cavers have reported feeling disorientated and claustrophobic within the cave's narrow and twisting labyrinth. Aside from its deadly reputation, visitors to Devil's Well have also reported eerie and unexplainable phenomena within the cave system. Some have reported hearing ghostly whispers and footsteps, while others have seen ghostly apparitions and flashing lights. There have also been reports of strange smells and sudden drops in temperature. These encounters have left many convinced that the cave is haunted by the ghosts of those who never made it out alive. Others believe that the cave is a portal to another dimension, where supernatural forces are at play. Visitors are advised to stay alert and be aware of any unusual occurrences while inside the cave. Whether or not the eerie encounters have a scientific explanation remains a mystery to this day. Welcome to Brainwaves, the channel that explores the world's scariest caves. In this segment, we're going to explore the Eisriesenwald ice cave in Austria, which is known for its breathtaking beauty and eerie atmosphere. The Eisriesenwald ice cave is located in the Teningebirge Mountains in Austria and is one of the world's largest ice caves. The name Eisriesenwald translates to World of the Ice Giants, and the cave system is a natural wonder that attracts visitors from around the world. The cave is formed entirely of ice and rock and has more than 40 kilometers of walkways that lead people through its many chambers and galleries. The Eisriesenwald ice cave was first discovered in 1879, but it wasn't until 1912 that the first tourists were allowed to visit the cave. Today, the Eisriesenwald ice cave is a popular tourist destination that offers a unique, otherworldly experience. Join us on this journey as we discover the mysterious and unforgettable Eisriesenwald ice cave. The Eisriesenwald ice cave is a majestic cave that offers its visitors a glimpse into the extraordinary. Here are some of its incredible features. Firstly, the Eisriesenwald ice cave is the largest ice cave in the world, stretching over 40 kilometers, with only the first kilometer open for visitors. The caverns are formed from layers upon layers of ice and are an unparalleled display of beauty. Another impressive feature is the Ice Palace, situated deep within the cave. This palace is made up of huge ice formations and is lit up dramatically, with colors ranging from blue, purple and white which reflect stunningly on the icy walls. The cave is home to the Hymir Hall, also known as the Hall of Giants, a chamber that has an impressive height of 80 meters and an area of 300 meters. The sheer size of this chamber is awe-inspiring and makes visitors feel tiny in comparison. And don't forget the Great Ice Embankment, which is one of the cave's most impressive formations. Located at the end of the Ice Palace, this formation rises over 20 meters and adds to the cave's enchanting atmosphere. The cave's peculiar climatic conditions is another one of its most fascinating features. During the warmer months, the cave entrances create a cooling effect on the air outside which then blows into the cave and lowers its temperature, keeping its ice intact. Even during the summer, the cave's walls remain below freezing temperature. Visiting Eisriesenwald Ice Cave is an adventure of a lifetime. This cave showcases the beauty and wonder of nature while keeping us in awe with its awe-inspiring features. While the Eisriesenwald Ice Cave is a beautiful wonder of nature, it can be a dangerous place to explore. Due to the extreme cold, it's important to dress appropriately and bring adequate gear such as warm clothing, gloves, and sturdy shoes. The ice can also be slippery, so it's essential to walk carefully and follow the instructions of the guides. Another danger in the Eisriesenwald Ice Cave is that the cave is prone to flooding. The cave is located on a mountain and the melting snow and ice in the surrounding area can cause water to flow through the cave, which can lead to sudden flooding. The cave is therefore closed during the winter season to prevent such incidents. Visitors are advised to never ignore warning signs and alerts from the guides. But, aside from these physical dangers, there are also spooky stories associated with the Eisriesenwald Ice Cave. According to legends, the cave was once inhabited by giant ice creatures that would come out at night and roam the halls. Some people believe that the howling winds within the cave are actually the moans of these lost giants. Although the cave's features are eerie and may in fact contribute to the imagination of visitors, there is no scientific basis nor any evidence to support such superstitions. Nonetheless, the feeling of being in a world of ice and within its many narrow corridors and caverns does make for an eerie and unforgettable experience. So, while the Eisriesenwald ice cave is an incredible beauty, visitors should always take precautions to stay safe and be alert to the stories and legends that make this otherworldly place so unique. Hidden deep in the Mexican jungle lies a terrifying cave known as the Cave of Swallows. Also called Sótano de las Golondrinas in Spanish, it is considered one of the most magnificent vertical caves in the world. This impressive natural wonder has been formed over millions of years by rainwater percolating through the limestone rock, gradually widening the cave and creating the cavernous opening we see today. The cave has a huge vertical shaft that is over 1,200 feet deep, almost twice as deep as the Eiffel Tower. The pit can comfortably accommodate the Empire State Building or the Burj Khalifa and is one of the largest cave shafts in the world. Standing at the edge of the pit and looking down, you feel an excitement that can't be explained by words. It truly is a natural wonder that takes your breath away. The Cave of Swallows is so impressive that it's hard to imagine the scale of this natural wonder. The opening of the cave is shaped like an inverted cone. The diameter of the opening is approximately 160 feet and the entrance gets narrower as you descend down. The deep pit that lies beneath the opening is around 1,200 feet deep, one of the largest cave shafts in the world. To give you a better idea of its size, imagine stacking the Eiffel Tower and the Statue of Liberty on top of each other with space to spare. The walls of the cave are made of large, jagged limestone rocks that look like teeth jutting out at odd angles. Around the cave opening, there are several ledges which are often used by daredevil base jumpers for their jumps. The cave walls have a few crevices and cracks that make climbing down dangerous and climbing up terrifying. Its vastness and eeriness are sure to take your breath away as soon as you enter this cave. The Cave of Swallows is formed primarily from water erosion that began over 10 million years ago. It started with the movement of tectonic plates which uplifted the area and created a thick layer of limestone rock. As rainwater seeped into the earth, it dissolved the limestone, eventually creating large cracks and crevices. As more and more water flowed through these cracks and crevices, it gradually widened them, causing the cave to form. The process of rainwater percolating through the limestone was a very slow one, taking over thousands of years for the cave to take its current shape. The rainwater also created several underground streams that flow through the cave, adding to its depth and beauty. Over time, these streams have created unique features like small underground waterfalls and pools that add to the mystique of the cave. Exploring the Cave of Swallows is not for the faint of heart. The cave's grandeur and beauty are enough to attract thrill-seekers from around the world. However, they need to be aware of the risks associated with the descent and ascent of the cave. Base jumping is a popular activity in the cave, but it comes with significant risks. Base jumpers jump from the ledges and must fly very close to the cave walls to avoid hitting rocks on the way down. Even experienced base jumpers have been injured or killed due to misjudgment or winds that can take them off course. Climbing up and down the cave is also risky, especially without proper gear and training. The jagged rocks protruding from the cave walls are slippery, and in some places, there are no handholds or footholds, which makes it difficult to find a stable spot to rest. The humidity within the cave is high, which can cause breathing trouble for some people. Exploring the underground streams is also hazardous, as they are often subject to flash floods without warning, and the flow of water can get very strong very quickly. All these challenges combined make exploring the Cave of Swallows one of the most dangerous adventures for even an experienced adventurer. Despite the challenges and dangers of exploring the cave, there is an abundance of unique flora and fauna to observe. The temperature inside the cave is relatively stable, hovering around 68 degrees Fahrenheit, 20 degrees Celsius, which is perfect for several species of birds, including white-collared swifts and green parakeets. These birds nest on the walls of the cave and fly out when the sun is at its highest point to look for food. In addition to these birds, several species of bats roost in the cave. The undergrowth is covered with ferns and orchids, which are adapted to grow in the dim conditions. Some species of blind cave fish and invertebrates, such as spiders and scorpions, have also adapted to living in the cave. These creatures have unique adaptations to thrive in the dark and damp conditions inside the cave. For example, the cave fish have lost their eyes as they do not need them in the total darkness of the cave. The fauna and flora in the cave are a testament to the cave's ecosystem and its important role in the region's ecology. The Cave of Swallows has been an attraction for adventurous explorers for decades. The cave was formally discovered and documented by T.R. Evans, one of the members of a legendary group of American cavers called Cave Research Foundation, in 1966. Since then, the cave has been mapped and studied extensively by several organizations. British adventurer and mountaineer Chris Bonington was among the first to base jump from the cave in 1975. In 1993, French adventurer Philippe Croizon successfully swam across the underground lake, which is approximately 150 meters from the cave opening. The cave has been the site of several mountaineering expeditions and has been explored by some of the world's top climbers. In recent years, the cave has become a popular spot for extreme sports and base jumpers who undertake daring jumps from the ledges of the cave. With each new expedition and record set, the Cave of Swallows continues to amaze and intrigue adventurers from all around the world. The Cave of Swallows is a world-renowned destination for base jumping enthusiasts. With its vastness, perfect conic shape, and naturally occurring ledges, it provides a perfect atmosphere for base jumping. The activity has become so popular that several documentaries and TV shows have been filmed at the location. Jumps are only allowed during daylight hours, and the activity is regulated by Mexico's Ministry of the Environment to ensure the safety of the divers. Professional jumpers come from all around the world to jump from the cave's edge, with some even reaching speeds of up to 200 kilometers per hour. Despite the adrenaline-fueled excitement of jumping from such heights, it is essential to remember that base jumping is a high-risk activity that should only be attempted by experienced professionals. Besides the diving experience, the location of Cave of Swallows allows the jumpers to enjoy the surreal vista of the jungle and the breathtaking topography of the surrounding mountains. The Cave of Swallows is undoubtedly one of the most spectacular natural wonders on the planet. But it's also one of the most dangerous. Whether one is exploring the cave, base jumping, or mountain climbing, it is important to remember that safety should always come first. Adequate training, proper equipment, and guidance from a professional are essential if one wants to explore this remarkable cave safely. It is also crucial to maintain awareness of your surroundings, wear appropriate clothing, and bring essential equipment, such as a flashlight, ropes, and a first aid kit. If you plan on base jumping, make sure to have adequate experience and get necessary permissions beforehand. Failure to do so could result in serious injury or death. When exploring the cave, always be respectful of its environment and leave it as it is. After all, it is our collective responsibility to preserve it for generations to come. Remember, the adventure comes with a price, and it's important to enjoy it responsibly. Beneath the bustling streets of Paris lie a series of tunnels and chambers that make up the famous catacombs. Initially, these underground passages were quarries that provided limestone blocks to build many famous structures in Paris, such as Notre Dame Cathedral and the Louvre. In the late 18th century, however, the tunnels were converted into the catacombs to address the overcrowded cemetery situation in Paris. With graveyards overflowing, officials relocated the remains of millions of Parisians to the catacombs, transformed the ossuaries into a maze of bones and skulls that has since become one of the most popular and unique tourist destinations in the world. It's said that today, visitors can still see the writing on some of the skulls that date as far back as the Middle Ages. So, let's delve deeper into this history and explore the fascinating world of the catacombs of Paris. The catacombs of Paris are not only fascinating for their grim history, but also for their unique design. The catacombs span over 280 kilometers, 170 miles, with only about 2 kilometers, 1.2 miles, open to the public. To prevent unauthorized access to the unexplored parts of the catacombs, there are plenty of safeguards like barbed wire and even motion sensors. When visitors finally make their way down to the catacombs, they'll see that the bones have been arranged in intricate and often beautiful patterns. The bones are stacked in rows about 5 feet tall, and are constantly monitored for any signs of decay or deterioration. Interestingly, despite the macabre nature of the catacombs, the design and artistry of the place make it feel almost serene. It's a true wonder of engineering, one of the most beautiful and intriguing places on the planet. The catacombs of Paris have become associated with various spooky tales and legends over the years. One such legend is that of Philibert Aspert. Aspert was a man who got lost in the catacombs in the late 1700s, and his remains were not found until 11 years later. It is said that his ghost still haunts the catacombs to this day. Another chilling story is about the gatekeeper of hell. This is the ghost of a man who is supposed to guard a secret entrance to the underworld located somewhere in the catacombs. There is also an old urban legend that a secret society has secret meetings deep within the tunnels. There may be some truth to this, as some graffiti in the catacombs seems to have been left by a secret society of catacombers. Many catacombs visitors have reported feeling uneasy or experiencing strange things while in the catacombs. It's said that this has given rise to speculation about supernatural occurrences happening there. We hope you enjoyed our exploration of the world's scariest caves. It's truly amazing and terrifying what nature can create underground. Some of these places are so unique that they go beyond just simple fear and become fascinating natural wonders, while others are so dangerous that they remind us how nature can humble even the bravest among us. We encourage you to keep exploring and discovering the mysteries of our world, but be sure to do so safely and responsibly. Who knows, you might be surprised by what you find. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Brainwaves for more amazing content.